Why do you support Trump?
I support him trying to take over international waters, like the Strait of Hormuz. So it would generate revenue for a company in tunes of like tens of millions of dollars, or maybe billions of dollars, if they pay taxes to use the waterway.
We've lost
So
billions of dollars on the war with Iran.
yes,
And
we would
also
get that.
consumers have lost billions because of the increased cost of gas in the country and inflation.
Yeah, but you don't understand economics. So you have to spend money in order to make money. So we spent money to take over the Strait of Hormuz, and then once we get that, we can then charge ships to use the waterway, which would generate revenue for our country. So the USA is a business.
What is market equilibrium?
Supply and demand.
Okay, the intersection of supply and demand. I'm actually surprised you know that. You said that I don't understand economics. What makes you think that I don't understand economics? Because I said that the costs that you said would come from it were lower than the costs imposed in the context of the war. Also, there's no basis for saying that we have a fee, and we also can't use it as a justification to say that we're going to be against Iran, right, imposing a fee, and then we're in support of us imposing a fee ourselves. That sounds a little bit dishonest and disingenuous.
It's not, because no country took control the Strait of Hormuz. The only reason why Iran said they control is because it's closest to them. But we can take over the Strait of Hormuz, maybe even name it the Strait of USA, and that could be our waterway, like I said. And like I said, you have to spend money to make money. So that's what it is. So we spend $1 billion a day since February 28th, correct? So we're in, maybe $100 billion, whatever. But then we would make more
Maybe
in the
100
long run.
billion. And how much do you think you're going to make from this?
In the long run, if we have it forever, billions, trillions, it's never ending. It's a very important vessel for oil.
Yeah,
So
and you have no basis to say that we're going to be able to control it forever. And again, someone can prevent things from going across the Strait of Hormuz simply just by making it too scary to go through for insurance companies, and that's exactly what Iran did. Iran doesn't have direct control of the strait. They just make it too dangerous to go through the strait.
yeah, I just told you they don't have.
Yeah,
They
and they
never
can
had
do that
control.
infinitely.
They can't, because we're going to take over that.
Yeah,
that, that
so yes, they can. Even if we quote unquote took over, they still could do that, which is exactly what they're doing right now.
Yeah, but it won't be for long, because we will take over it. And then Trump said that we're going to make billions off it, tens of billions of dollars off this.
Yeah, Trump says a lot of shit. Trump says that he's brought back investment to this country and jobs like we've never seen before, and we've seen real domestic manufacturing investment decline every quarter of Trump's administration. Trump said he's preventing Iran from getting a nuclear weapon, but he got them closer to a nuclear weapon. Did you know that?
I didn't, because that's not true. Actually,
It is true.
Joe Biden shut down the Keystone Pipeline.
The Keystone
And
XL portion of the pipeline was shut down by the Supreme Court. Biden followed through with it, and it was a Canadian-owned pipeline that Donald Trump would have tariffed.
yeah, to make more money off it. That's what a tariff is for. It's
Yeah,
more
from
money to the
American
USA.
consumers. Most of the tariffs are paid by U.S. consumers, according to the Kiel
Oh,
Institute.
yeah, I know. I have a company. I pay more for my products because of the tariffs. I get that, but I support that. I support that because in the long run, it'll make the USA richer in the end. It will, because you
Nope.
guys don't have a problem with everyone else putting tariffs on us, but then we put them back on them. It's an issue. So
Tariffs are
it's
paid by our
reciprocal.
consumers. That makes us less rich.
It's reciprocal tariffs.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they're not reciprocal. We place more tariffs on them than they place on us. We place universalized tariffs. They didn't place universalized tariffs on us.
Yes, but you have to keep taxing the consumers in order to make the country great. That's what it's all about. So I agree with him when he wants to tax the middle class and lower class more than the high class, because the high class earn the right to not pay taxes. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, wait, so you want the richest Americans to pay more in taxes?
Pay less in taxes,
Why?
because they're the reason why we have so many jobs. So Jeff Bezos
That's just
should have
not
came up
true.
with
The
that.
reason why we have so many jobs is because the consumer market being able to demand these goods and products. There is no natural trickle-down element within the economy that is actually sufficient, but there is a natural trickle-up element within the economy that is sufficient. Inevitably, if you create a good consumer class, everyone is doing good who's in the working class and middle class, that's going to inevitably make people more rich who are in the highest income thresholds. But there isn't really much of a trickle-down element because they're not going to pass down money to their employees unless they profit from it.
Yeah, but the reason why you even have, okay, so Jeff Bezos has millions of people working for him in America. So he's producing income for them. They work for it, he gives an income for it. So without that, we have a million less jobs. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's fine that he doesn't pay much
That's
tax.
too simplistic because it's not just without him. Amazon isn't just Jeff Bezos. Amazon is made up by lots of investors. Okay.
Yeah, but he started it. The company, it's his
Okay,
company.
and you understand that Amazon would still be able to continue without him, right?
Not without the employees.
Yeah, the employees that he's paying not enough.
What do you mean? They make like $20 an hour
So
being
we
drivers.
should force him to pay them more.
Okay, I could agree with that.
Okay,
Sure.
that's all I'm
But
saying. Like Either they pay their employees more, or we tax them more.
Okay, but what's a livable
Are
wage?
you
Because
cool
the
with that? Are
drivers.
you cool with that? Pay your workers more, or we tax you more.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But I'm just
Okay, that's
asking
exactly
again.
what I'm advocating for. You agree with us.
But but why aren't they being paid enough? They make $20 an hour being a driver. Is that
Because they
not
don't
money?
have an incentive to pay them anymore, and because the
$20
minimum
an hour
wage is
isn't a
not
livable wage.
increased in like since 2009.
Okay, you're talking about minimum wage, but $20 an hour is enough money to make a living. I don't understand.
Depending on where you live, I guess, but I would say that you need to make more than that.
$20 an hour.
Yeah, like in LA, you're not going to be able to live on $20.
Yeah, so you just named the most expensive city in the country. But in most cities, you can live on that. Probably 95%
I
of
don't
cities
know
you can
about
live on
most cities, but sure. Like I mean the idea is that minimum wage should be higher. People should be able to be paid more. It is absurd that we live in a society that there isn't a living wage, and minimum wage needs to be adjusted for inflation to be insured to be a minimum wage. Or, I mean, a livable wage.
Okay, so why don't you advocate for Democrats to do that? Because they haven't.
I
So
have, and they have advocated for this. They just need enough. They didn't have enough people in Congress to vote for it
Joe
because
Biden advocated for it. When did he do that?
they had Sinema and Manchin that prevented it.
Okay, what is that? I'm not familiar with that.
Those are like two moderate Democrats within the party that disagree with like the entirety of the rest of the party and prevented certain legislation from being passed under their admin.
Okay. Yeah, man. Like I said, I just think that he's good. Trump is good as far as international affairs go. So that's why I voted for him. And Harris wouldn't have been. That's why
And Harris wouldn't have been what?
strong internationally. So
She would have been stronger internationally because she wouldn't have distanced us from our allies, which Donald Trump has done, destabilize relationships with our allies, which causes us to project less strength on a worldwide basis.
we actually have a great relationship with our allies.
Trump has undermined those relationships, like with Canada, with Greenland, Panama, with like the entirety of Europe.
Well, Canada actually had tariffs on us to begin with. So
Targeted tariffs, not universalized tariffs. So if you want to do reciprocal targeted tariffs on them, that's okay, but it doesn't make sense to do universalized tariffs to respond. Plus, we already did a USMCA in 2018 that also limited tariffs. So there were agreements established in the past without us having to establish tariffs on them that then established lesser tariffs. So we could do it without imposing tariffs.
okay, well, you mentioned Panama. Actually, the Panama Canal is actually our canal. They stole it from us, and that we should have that canal.
They claimed independence.
Yeah,
That's
it's illegal.
stealing from us. That's claiming independence.
Claiming independence is illegal. You can't do
Nope,
that.
they're not a state. Not illegal.
Well, we should take that back. And I support.
I disagree with that. That's called imperialism.
It's not. We can benefit.
That
That's why
is
I told you about
objectively
the
imperialism.
That's why I told you about the waterways. Why it's important that we control the Strait of Hormuz, and now we need. I support the Gulf of America. I like the name change.
Gulf of Mexico.
It's Gulf of America, actually.
Can we get some Gulf of Mexicos in the comment section for this snowflake
go
who
on your
needs
phone
to,
and look on
who's getting triggered at the Gulf of Mexico being named the Gulf of Mexico so badly that he supports the changing of it to the Gulf of
America.
Mexico.
And if you go on, and you go.
Kathy, thank you very much for the $50. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Keep enjoying your birthday, Kathy. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Again, happy birthday. Thank you so much, Kathy. And also another Kathy with a $10. Thank you very much. For Amazon uses a lot of contractors to avoid payroll taxes. Jessica, thank you for the $10 as well. Thank you very much. Really appreciate W's for Jessica and Zach.
So if you go on your phone and you look
So
up
Gulf
Apple
of
Maps,
Mexico. It says Gulf of
I'm
Mexico.
asking. Okay, but I'm asking you, if you go on your phone, look at Apple Maps, what does it say? Gulf of America, correct? Okay, so it's Gulf of America.
It says Gulf of Mexico.
On your phone, really? I
Yeah.
bet you $100 it doesn't. $100.
Yeah, when I look at my phone, it says Gulf of Mexico.
Great, show us. Let's make a bet. $100 Venmo. Show me.
I'm trolling. I'm not gonna bet that. I'm not gonna bet that. Wait, actually,
trolling.
it does say Gulf of Mexico.
On Google?
If you right click on it.
Right, we gotta right click on it now. Now it's right click.
I'm not trolling. I'm on maps right now. If you right click, it says Gulf of Mexico on Gulf of America.
It's Gulf of America on Apple Maps. So I mean,
It's
Google, I don't use Google. I use DuckDuckGo.
Of course you do. So on DuckDuckGo, do you think it says Gulf of America?
Perhaps it could. I would assume because it's right wing. Google is liberal, so very left wing.
Google is liberal. It doesn't Google have Gulf of America anyway?
Perhaps I don't know if you right click it, maybe it doesn't.
That was on Bing Maps.
Bing Maps.
Yeah. Let me check. Yeah, it says Gulf of America on Google Maps.
There you go. Okay, well I guess not that liberal then. But yeah, it is Gulf of America. We have
Not that
legislation
liberal
passed.
then. It's Gulf of Mexico.
Okay, well it's not.
It is. I'm sorry that you guys are so triggered that you have to like try to change words to make yourself feel better. but it's just objectively the case that it's the Gulf of Mexico, and you're coping.
I'm not changing words because you guys are so pro amendments, what have you. You guys are real, read the fine print. I'm saying it what it is, and you see it firsthand. Now you're saying it's not. So I mean, I don't know. I thought we were just not denying fake things, but okay.
It's the Gulf of
man.
Mexico, Cope. Jared, thank you for the $25. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for Jared in the comment section right now. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So weak, right? Thank you so much, Jared. I appreciate it. As well as Colonel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the $5. Thank you. Maybe I'll have to look at that. Well, thank you very much. If I see you here all the time, I'll definitely make sure to do so. You can keep saying, can you admit it's the Gulf of Mexico?
No, because you approve it's not, and I'm saying it's not. We have executive order that says it's not, so I don't understand what the discrepancy is. What's the issue?
Oh, well, Jared said something really funny. He said, by the way, if Trump was right about 2020 being stolen, then he is the weakest president in U.S. history because he knew treason was committed and still voluntarily left. He's so weak, actually. Look how weak Donald Trump is. He knew it was rigged, and he still decided to leave, actually. Okay. How weak? What a weak president of the United States. What a weak guy. He's very weak. What can I say? Actually, the weakest of all.
I do agree that we don't have balanced, fair elections in America. I think he's right about that.
So the election was rigged in 2024?
No.
No, the election was rigged in 2016?
No.
No, so when the Democrats were in office, the election wasn't rigged, but when Trump was in office, then it was?
No, I'm not saying any election was rigged because they weren't. What I'm saying is that we have people who should not be voting, and that's a problem.
Who?
People,
Trump?
we had
you? MAGA?
No. We have evidence that there were people, like 200 some thousand people who should not have voted in the previous election.
No evidence of that. What's your source?
I think it was under Reuters, whatever it's called.
Reuters? Okay, go find me the title.
Maybe not Reuters, but I can find you a title, yeah.
Go ahead.
I have to leave the app.
Michael, thank you very much for the $10 for FYI. It only says Gulf of America when accessing the maps from the United States. Anywhere else, it's Gulf of Mexico. So it's literally just because Trump is so triggered. Kerosene, thank you very much for the $7. Thank you for the rest of the world calls it Gulf of Mexico. You're outnumbered. I know, right? Let's keep calling it Gulf of Mexico. That's great. And that's probably why on that, if you right click, it says Gulf of Mexico, because they just didn't care to change it. Genuinely so funny that if you right click, it says Gulf of Mexico. I fucking love that. Canada says it's the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, everyone else says it's the Gulf of Mexico. But Trump, because he's such a snowflake. What's up?
I found it on justice.gov for
that's from the Trump admin, so let me see. What's the title?
Hold on.
And Denny, thank you so much for the $1. I did see that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. I will do that for you.
Multiple aliens charged with falsely voting in elections and
multiple aliens?
Hold on.
Multiple
aliens charged for illegally voting in elections and lying on citizenship. May 1st, 2026.
So aliens. So they dropped aliens?
I assume that means illegal aliens, but
so Superman?
No, illegal aliens, like people who aren't
Superman. He's an illegal alien.
I don't know much about comic books, man. I'm 29.
You being 29 doesn't mean you don't know about comic books. Do you think comic books didn't exist when you were young?
I didn't read comic books. I was more...
Okay, I was like, what about your age means that you wouldn't know comic book? Like, what?
I was raised on educational stuff. I really didn't read comics, or I didn't watch cartoons.
Okay, and does this say like 200,000? Where does it say that?
Did you find the source?
Yeah, it's on the Justice Department. It says multiple aliens charged with illegally voting in federal elections and making false statements while applying for U.S. citizenship. One, it's just that they were charged, and two, it was only 4 people. Okay,
correct.
That's not 200,000.
It's not, but see right there, that is proof that we don't have secure elections, and by passing the SAVE Act and other things, we can have
someone being charged with violating the process is evidence of secure elections because we charged people who did.
Correct, but see, that shouldn't even happen in the first place. So
okay, you understand that that's something that exists within a system, but that it couldn't change the process at all. So it's just like an irrelevant thing to be concerned about.
It's not relevant because
that would not impact the election results. It didn't impact the election results. It was completely and totally irrelevant.
It is relevant because that just goes to show you that we need to pass the SAVE Act. So that's 4 is too many. So it shouldn't even be 1. So that's why, and there's probably cases more than that. So, that's why we have to have fair elections in America. And right now we don't have that. And we need to pass
we do. It's just you guys aren't willing to admit it.
How is 4 people voting legally safe? That's not safe.
Yeah, it is safe. That's only 4 out of millions of votes
that we know of. And it happens way more.
What are we going to do to prevent this?
So we passed the SAVE Act.
The Save
and
America Act is just going to cause people to be disenfranchised in terms of voting in the country more than it's going to actually secure voting.
I hear this talking point from the left. Why is that? Just I don't know what it is. Why?
Yeah, because millions of people won't be able to get access to the specific documents they're requesting in terms of birth certificates, right? There'll be millions of married women that are negatively impacted by this, right? That's very, very easy to identify that. The Democrats have said they would support the passing of it if you could account for all of these issues, which Trump has not said that he would do. So it's very clear that this is a voter suppression tactic from the Republicans rather than a election security bill.
Okay, so you would side with the Democrats and actually voting for it as well if they fix those two things, correct? You would agree with
Yeah,
saying
if they
that?
fix all of the issues and they ensure that it's free for people to get access to all the documents that they need to vote, right, then I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Okay,
But
then
like
we agree.
it's hard to get a passport, right, in many circumstances for people, and it's putting more barriers on voting that do not need to exist to ensure security. We want the least amount of barriers to ensure security, okay? Not more
Okay.
barriers for no reason because that limits the amount of people who can vote. We want the most amount of people who can vote possible.
Okay, what is your take on mail-in voting? Should everyone be entitled to mail-in voting?
Absolutely.
You don't think that those could be construed because someone can
No,
pick up their
no,
mail and
I like
vote?
mail-in voting. I vote by mail.
Okay, but I'm just saying that if
I don't
you're
want to.
battling
I
back,
don't want to fucking wait in line. Are you kidding me, dude? I would rather just fucking do my vote and then go drop it off. All right, why the fuck would I want to wait in line? That's so fucking horrible.
I mean, it really wouldn't be long because there's so many districts you can vote at in your county. But
Do you vote by mail?
I don't. I vote in
You
person
you
because I don't
go
get
in
to.
person and wait in line? You must live in a city with not many people.
No, I live in Texas, so I'm in Dallas, so it's a very populated
Yeah, and
city.
you wait
So,
in line for like hours?
well, I go in the morning, so I don't wait that long. But I suppose if you go after work, you probably wait a little bit.
Yeah, well, people have to do after work sometimes because it's not
Yeah, I work afternoon,
what's it called? It's
so
not
yeah,
a holiday.
right. I would agree that it should be a fair holiday. I do.
I agree.
But I just like I said, I think it's you get more of a thrill by going in person and voting too. I mean, it's just something I
No,
like to do.
I don't. I've never done it that way. I vote by mail. So did Trump, by the way.
I mean, he kind of has to. I don't think that anyone that high profile should go in person. Um, but yeah, like I said, I just think that mail-in voting could be,
Wait, haven't
this.
presidents in the past voted in person?
Yeah, Trump did, I think, in 2016.
So
Um,
then, like you said, it was a security issue. Not really. Especially when
well,
you
his
have like the Secret Service.
well, he didn't have the president. You're right. Yeah, he didn't.
Obama and Biden both did, right?
Yeah, but I mean, they were presidents when they did.
Okay. So Trump still had the Secret Service because he was a former president.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He is the most, I would say, person in danger in America today. So I don't know. But yeah,
I
I
disagree with
don't
that.
think that's. I, there's someone more life in danger more than Trump in America. Who is that?
Any typical person living in a community affected by ICE, right? Like for example, Alex Preddy, right? Renee Good, right? They were absolutely right people that were less safe than Donald Trump, just simply for being around ICE.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you.
Any woman that's
I,
forced to go through a pregnancy, right, is in a less safe situation than Donald Trump.
because they got pregnant. What do you mean by that?
Yeah,
I
because
don't
they're
understand.
forced to go through a pregnancy.
Well, I mean, if you're pregnant, why don't you can't deliver the baby? I don't understand. You're
Because
not.
you understand that they don't want to go through a pregnancy. They shouldn't be obligated to do so. If you could possibly become pregnant, or men in general could become pregnant, you understand that then there would be laws making it legal everywhere in this country to be able to get access to an abortion all 9 months.
I mean, you support abortion all 9 months?
It's an induction of labor after viability, so it doesn't lead to the death of it.
Wait, so you support abortion up until the baby's born, even the day before?
It's not lethal.
Why isn't it lethal?
It's not lethal
Why
because
isn't
you
it?
just induce early birth.
I mean, if I'm thinking what I think you're saying, that's pretty bad, man. So you support the unaliving the baby even in month 8?
I'm sorry. You need to listen to what I'm saying. I said it's not lethal. It doesn't kill it. It's just inducing early birth.
So you're saying to deliver the baby?
Yeah, it's birth at that point. It's viable.
Okay. So up until how long do you support
I
abortion?
said they induce labor, bro. Like, are you listening to me?
Okay. Sorry, I got distracted. This crazy dog outside my window. Okay, but yeah. It's actually not banned nationwide. So if you are concerned, you should go to a state where they have that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so just saying you need to move states is fucking crazy.
I mean, you're close to the border in some states, so maybe it's an hour drive. I don't
Wait,
know.
wait, I'm sorry. For many people, especially those that live in Texas, it could be hours upon hours upon hours just to be able to get to a different state.
Okay, so we can't drive 5 hours.
Yeah, take off work, drive 5 hours, have to stay overnight just to be able to get an abortion with the added cost of an abortion. I'm sorry, do you think the average American has the money to do that?
How much does it cost? I don't know.
Abortions cost hundreds of dollars in situations. It will cost money for the gas, the hotel, right? What?
I mean, you took that risk.
And also,
going
isn't
to get-
Texas surrounded by a bunch of red states as well?
Yeah. I think the closest blue state would probably be
New Mexico?
yeah, New Mexico's blue. Yeah. What are you talking about? It's not that far. It's
Wait,
next
but
to
that
Arizona.
depends on what side of Texas you're on.
I mean, if you're on the west side, it's not that far, but I guess if you're on the east, yeah.
Yeah, what do you do if you're in East Texas?
Travel to what do you, so you got Louisiana, they're red. Alabama's red. Oklahoma's red. North. You would travel.
Where?
Coast blue state, man. Whatever that is.
What is that?
There's really not one close on the east side of the state.
So you're
So you
just
gotta travel
fucked.
across. So you gotta travel across Texas, then pass through Arizona, and then get to Mexico.
Yeah, do you realize how fucked that is?
Yeah, but you participated in the act as it began with. So,
Oh, go fuck yourself. How about this?
practice.
It should be legal in all states.
but see, this is the issue. You should not have intercourse because it feels good, and that's the problem. Is that people have intercourse, they do it because it feels good. They should do it to have a child. That's what it's for. And the issue is that humans turn.
I can
sex-
understand saying that from someone who never has had someone wanting to have sex with them. I get it. But
I
for
have
other
3
people
kids.
who do, right, have like individuals, right, in those circumstances where they specifically like obviously have relationships or something like that, like we're gonna keep doing it.
To have a kid, correct?
No, we're gonna keep having sex.
Okay, can you define what sex is? What's the purpose of sex? To do
Can
what?
I define what sex is, bro? I'm sorry, as an incel yourself, you don't know what sex is, but I'm not gonna define it for you on the stream. I think you need to do that research yourself.
Okay, I'll define it. I have 3 kids. So intercourse is to concept a baby. That's the whole point of it. It's not because
Bro
it
said
feels good.
define sex when you Jordan Peterson, bro. Come on. Define
So it's
sex.
see that's the problem is that humans turn intercourse into sport, and that's the issue. The issue is
Sport, I don't know if I would consider it sport, but
It
I
is
would
sport
consider it
because
an
now we have
expression
corn.
of love.
No,
sometimes.
it's not because we turn into corn and we turn into all of these terrible things that people do.
If you don't do that and it's just in the context of a relationship, what's wrong?
Corn is consensual relationships.
I said if you don't do that and you just do it in the context of a relationship, what is
Yeah.
wrong with that?
Because you shouldn't do that for fun because it makes you feel good. You should do it because you want to repopulate the planet. Doing
No,
things
I
because
do.
you-
I do it because it feels good.
You can't do
I'm,
anything else
I'm
to make
sorry
you
that
feel
you
good?
never make your significant other finish, but that's just not the same here.
Again,
We're
I think
we're
she-
built different, I guess.
I think she had to because she has 3 kids, but I digress.
That
Um,
does not entail finishing. That's how I know that you definitely don't.
I don't want to get into detail with you, but I think
I
she
don't
did.
want you to get into detail, and I doubt that you'd
Okay.
even be able to. You're just going to say something to make yourself less insecure. It's okay.
I'm not insecure. I have 3 kids.
Zach,
okay?
thank you for the 20, and still you've never made her finish. That's crazy, bro. Zach, thank you very much for the $20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Having kids still doesn't mean the other person wanted to sleep with him. True. Stamper, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you very much. Yeah, it literally just shows the Russian interference effort.
Okay, but like I said, man, you
Wait,
should
so
not
you've
be
only had sex 3 times in your life?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay,
because
so you're just a
sometimes you-
hypocrite.
I'm not a hypocrite because a girl does not get pregnant every time you do that. So
Oh,
it's
so
a
you
couple
don't
times.
have sex anymore? You're done?
Well, she just had her child a little bit over 2 months ago, my last one, and we're gonna wait a little bit, but we do intend to have 4 kids. Yes.
Okay, so after that, you're done for the rest of your life.
I want to have more kids. I want to have 6 kids.
Okay, once you've had, damn, Jesus Christ. Once you have 6, you're like, dude, holy fuck, dude, you're already making the country worse. Jesus Christ, man, 6. Now, so again, are you saying after that you're done?
Yes, I will no longer need to do that. Correct.
Okay, so you'd never have sex again.
No, because there's no point. I don't see the point. Why would you waste?
You don't
your
see
life
the
doing-
point? What? Maybe like expression of love. Maybe like pleasuring your partner.
Yeah, but you don't need to do that because
You don't
see,
need to do that. Poor wife. Jesus Christ, dude.
No, she agrees with me because that's the thing is that you should not.
No, maybe she just tells you that.
No, listen, you should not milk yourself for fun, for pleasure. That is vital.
Milk
That is.
yourself for fun?
I don't want to
What?
say the word. I don't know if I get banned for it, but you should not just, get rid of whatever it is, release for fun, because you're hurting your body because it
I did
tires
not
you.
hurt. It does not
If
hurt.
it fatigues you, it
It does
decreases
not
your
fatigue me.
testosterone.
I feel great.
Yeah, because it releases endorphins where you feel a little great for like maybe a half hour, but then it goes down, right? Just like getting if you partake in some activities that get you
No,
elevated,
it makes me
goes
feel
down.
better all day, bro.
That's
It's
not
every
true.
day, bro.
You do this every day?
I'm not telling you how much I do it, bro. What?
Okay, well you just said you do it every day, but
I said it
okay.
makes me feel better every day, bro. It's a
Okay,
mood
fine.
stabilizer.
Okay.
What can I
Uh,
say?
Okay. Nevertheless,
It's a
what,
mechanism for expression of love.
but see, you can express love in other ways that you don't have to do this. That's the whole point I'm trying to tell you.
But
Okay?
like it's a great
So
way to do it. And it's like very deep and connecting.
I feel like I'm at S.Ed in fucking middle school. Listen, you should not be doing this unless you're having kids, man. If you ever get that
I'm
urge
sorry that you just don't want to pleasure your significant other. That's your relationship. I don't care.
Hey, I don't have pleasure either. Don't by not doing it. I'm just doing it to save the country.
Yeah, so
And
both of you guys are not pleasured, and that doesn't save the country for you to not have sex. Like what?
it
You think
does.
it's saving the country that you don't have sex with your wife once you're done having kids?
I think it is, yes.
If you were infertile, would you never have sex?
Well, I mean, yeah, there would be no point. What would be the point of that?
Jesus Christ, dude, your views are so crazy, bro. I'm just like, bro, it's okay to have sex.
And
It's not a problem. It's not a
it's
big
not
deal.
okay. And see, that's the problem is that people have, put this in your minds to where people think it's cool and fun, and
It is.
I
It
feel
is. It
great,
is
man.
actually.
And there is so many more pleasures to life than that, man. And that is even in the top 10 pleasures of life.
Really,
So,
name something better.
going to the gym, getting a workout in.
What? No, I would totally. I would rather the other workout. I prefer the other workout, not the gym. What the fuck?
I mean, that's a terrible thing to say. That
Why?
is
How is
just,
that a terrible
yeah,
thing to say?
okay, one's healthy for you. They're both kind of healthy at the same time, but one is more healthy because it benefits your health in the long run, longevity. It increases testosterone levels, muscle mass, your body. I mean, I don't think that's even a
You can
comparison.
also,
That's
doesn't that also increase also with intercourse?
no, intercourse is cardio. You're not gaining any muscle.
You're not.
So,
What if you're doing some really interesting stuff?
okay, like I said, this man. Okay, all right. I don't know what you be doing, man, but I don't know. I don't know if you're
What if you're
gonna.
doing some really interesting stuff? I don't know.
Oh my God! Look, man, go to the gym, do pull-ups, do bench, do squats. Like you're gonna feel better than it's beneficial to your body to do that. Okay, so yeah, so going to the
Fuck
gym.
that,
One.
bro.
Uh, let's see. Doing things in your neighborhood. How
Oh
about your
my,
communities?
yo, Peter, thank you so much for the $30. I don't even know if I can read off your message. Thank you so much for the $30. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Morgan, thank you so much for the $5 as well. Thank you very much. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you. They asked, why do men have a prostate?
For procreation.
Why does it produce sexual pleasure when stimulated?
It's like a reward system, like a dopamine thing, sort of thing, I guess, like a dopamine receptor, I guess.
It's a reward system for what? Hitting it with what?
Intercourse?
It's a reward for anal intercourse?
No, I did not say that word. No. It's just it's how you function as a man. You need
It's
that,
like a
right?
reward.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have a prostate, you can't really.
Yeah,
I
so
mean, you're
like can you explain to me why that exists?
so you can function as a man. Essentially, that's really one of the main things.
Yeah, but
Without
like
it,
why does it produce sexual pleasure when stimulated?
I mean, it's just a reward system. Like I said, I don't know. Why does it? Why do you think?
It's a reward system for what?
Pleasure.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, to have kids, not to have fun and do
That has
whatever you're
nothing to do
doing.
with
Because you
having
said
kids.
that. I don't know what you said you be doing when you be doing it, but like it's a better workout than going to the gym, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know what you be doing.
I never said I did anything like that. I just asked you why this aspect of the body exists.
It's a pleasure, just like if I,
Yeah, for
took
pleasure,
a
exactly.
cigarette.
So like it's not
Yeah.
wrong to do that for pleasure? Because that's
It
what
is
it exists
wrong,
for?
man. I just told you you can't release your fluids by just having fun. I mean, having fun. Having fun as a man is the stupidest thing I heard in my life.
Hey dude,
Men aren't supposed to
have you
have
ever
fun.
thought maybe you're just like asexual?
No,
Like
not at all.
that's like genuinely something that could be applicable here. It's
No,
very
I'm not.
possible that you're just asexual.
No, and if someone is, that's fine, but I'm not. I like women to have kids.
Yeah, like it's only for kids. It's not for pleasure, right?
I don't really enjoy my life that much. I don't really have pleasure. As a man, you don't seek pleasure. You seek hard work and
Wait,
what needs
what?
to be done.
That's a sad thing, man. What?
No, listen, no, as a
You
man,
should
you should
want to
not
enjoy
see.
your life, right?
No. You should. Life isn't about enjoyment. It's about doing what you have to do. So I
Wait,
don't like going to the gym, but I have to
wait,
do it.
it's about both. You got to do what you have to do to also enjoy things. You should want enjoyment out of your life.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I just think we don't have, as men that we don't really enjoy our lives. So,
I do.
yeah, because you have pleasure, I guess.
Yeah, I enjoy every single day of my life.
Yeah, I enjoy every day of my life too. But I'm saying that as a man, your life is not supposed to be enjoyed. It's supposed to just do what you have to
Yes,
do
it
to
is. Your
maintain.
life is supposed to be enjoyed.
Okay.
I don't know why you buy some propagandistic narrative that you're not supposed to enjoy your life, dude. You have one life to live that you know of, okay? At least fucking enjoy it, dude. Have some fun,
Okay.
dude. You don't want, do you want to teach your kids that they shouldn't have enjoyment in life? What type of fucking crazy thing to teach your kids?
I think you took it out of context, man. I meant like like you shouldn't seek
Men
pleasure in
shouldn't
like.
enjoy. Yes, you should seek enjoyment. Now, you don't seek
Not everything
enjoyment
you
at
do,
the
man.
expense of other people, but you should seek
Right.
enjoyment, absolutely. You should seek enjoyment in your relationships. You should seek enjoyment, right, in things you do in your daily life, in your hobbies. What happened to
Yeah.
the pursuit of happiness, my guy?
I guess we have different things make us happy, um, but yeah, man.
Yeah, maybe for you, what makes you happy is doing what you need to do.
Yeah.
Does that give you a sense of enjoyment?
Yeah, I need to go to the gym. I need to do these things to
Yeah,
make
if that
my.
gives you a sense of enjoyment, that's fine. But that's that you want a sense of enjoyment with things. You shouldn't be
Yeah.
trying to avoid enjoyment
Okay.
just for
I see
the
what you mean.
like. You think happiness and joy is a sin?
No, but I'm saying if that's what you're after and that's what you're solely after, then you're seeking the
That's not
wrong
what you're.
thing in life.
Well, I mean, that's not what people are solely after. But that's one of the things that you are okay for going after, right? It's no problem.
I don't because certain users of substances think that's enjoyment and happiness, but that's not what you should be doing. So you should not just
I
seek
mean,
true
it makes me
happiness.
pretty happy.
Yeah, but that's not all you're doing though. Like some people, that's all they do every single day they wake up. They start going for it. They're feeding for it, right? So I mean, you've seen people in the corners, right? So they're just chasing happiness, but in reality, it's more about doing hard work. As you hit the blinker while I'm talking, um, but yeah, he's laughing. W man, W.
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty enjoyable right now.
Yeah, do what makes you happy, man.
Yeah,
But
absolutely. Do what makes you happy, and it's okay that you do things for pleasure. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you're not disenfranchising other people. What's wrong?
I agree. I agree. Like I said, I just think the whole intercourse thing should be about kids, man.
If that's what you want, go for it, man. But like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with engaging in intercourse for pleasure, and I don't think that because you do so, that obligates you to be forced to go through a pregnancy.
Okay, I guess, man. We'll agree, disagree. Hey, man, had a good talk. Messi's on the World Cup right now, so we're gonna go watch that, man. Appreciate the love, man. Thanks.
Alrighty.